ho, 420 MSP, Harry here, back with Blake. Blake is back. I'll get it straight, Blake. Good to see you again, man, down in Colorado Springs. How's life?
Hey, life is good. We are starting to recover from all this Corona stuff. Business is picking back up, and so yeah, we're doing good. About to go on vacation, so I'm
Okay,
feeling good.
cool. Well deserved. So, hey, we're talking about, let me set the table. One of our friends in the industry, Marijuana Venture magazine, in their August issue came out with their law firm edition, and it got me thinking. And they highlight sort of the cannabis law firm of the year out of the LA, Los Angeles area, Zuber Lawler. It's actually their name, Zuber Lawler. They highlight them as sort of the cannabis law firm of the year. You know how these lists work. But Blake, it got me thinking about ancillary businesses. Too often we get in conversations about the supply chain and touching the flower. And I just wanted to get your take on that. Apparently, you know of a law firm that focuses on the cannabis vertical. Go.
Yeah, we have one of our clients is a law firm that focuses only on cannabis.
Okay.
And so it's they just got together up in Denver and decided to focus on that. We have some other clients that touch a little bit of cannabis and do a lot of other things, from CPAs to even our vendors that we're selling product for really are ancillary businesses to the cannabis space.
Yeah, and I think what's important about that is that we talked about it in our event back in very early June, our online event, and we're going to be back in 2021, hopefully live. And the one of the opportunities, remember Josh Weiss out of LA has focused on ancillary businesses, the PR agency, the co-worker space. And Blake, I think too often we get all frothy about the flower and we forget there's a whole industry that supports the flower and they have technology needs, if that makes sense.
Yeah. The people doing grow supplies and everything else have point of sale. They have networks behind it. The people that are selling the equipment to the people doing the manufacturing, have networks behind it. But what do you consider an ancillary business, Harry? I mean, how do you see it? Because does it also include the Eatons, the APCs, the Vivitecs, and all of those?
No. I would say that that's where the MSP is supplying traditional IT infrastructure stuff. The best example I have, well, the two, again, Marijuana Venture has in the month of August listed cannabis law firms as magazines do. That's number one. But number two is dopecfo.com out of Bend, Oregon. So dopecfo.com is a community of accountants and bookkeepers who are interested and participating in the cannabis vertical. And there, it's just a direct hit because, Blake, you have different tax and accounting rules for people in the cannabis industry, right? Because it's a Schedule I classification. For example, it's my understanding that they were not able to participate in the payroll protection program and some other economic stimulus activities in Q2 because of the nature of the business that they're in. And so that is an ancillary business, right? The accountants, the architects, the lawyers, the this, the that. Like they need help too. So it's a big world out there, my man.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you see? I mean, because we have, across the spectrum, we're not tremendously verticalized in our client base, and so we deal with healthcare and K-12 and some other things. But how many of these ancillary businesses, the CFOs and the architects, do you think are focusing only on cannabis, or most of them dabbling in some cannabis support?
Yeah, I would say they're it's part of their offer. I'm
Yeah.
not sure. And if you go to the aforementioned Zuber Lawler out of LA, they have a broad legal practice, right? They have 6 offices globally. So it's not only cannabis, but imagine if a law firm has 5 specialties, cannabis is one of them, right? And
Right.
so I am not personally aware of a firm that can make a living focused strictly on the cannabis vertical today. The bookkeeper is going to serve, well, quite frankly, SMB Nation, right, and help us keep our books straight.
Yeah.
And we're in the tech industry, so yeah, I see it as another vertical for professional services, not the only vertical.
Yeah. Well, and I think the ones that we have up in Denver, they only do cannabis. Now, does the owner have another business on the side? I don't know. It could be one of those, but I think I think what you know dispensaries, what people in the cannabis industry need to look at though is people that have some specialty in it. So they may not, so maybe it's 10 or 20% of their business, but they really understand it. So they understand the PPP, they understand the tax implications. And on the IT side, it's in, a lot of us don't verticalize in what we do in the MSP space, but we need to understand the businesses. If you're going to mess around in healthcare, you got to know what HIPAA and high tech is. You got to
Oh yeah,
understand and the same thing goes with cannabis. You got to understand the ramifications. We have a new client that we went out to, and their cameras have 30 minutes of backup battery, on them. Well, that's and so all of a sudden there's a project there. Some well-meaning IT guy went out there, plugged in a little, 500-watt UPS, and said, "Yeah, you got a UPS on your cameras now." And people weren't asking the right questions. So
yeah. Yeah, cool. Well, I'll tell you what, I think the only thing standing between us and your Montana vacation is this interview, sir. So go enjoy your time on the lake. And for the record, you said Flatiron Lake in Montana. What was that thing called?
Flathead Lake.
Okay.
It's the largest freshwater lake this side of the Mississippi. So it's it's a big lake. Go check it out.
Yeah,
Next
I
time you're
will.
over by Glacier in Kalispell.
There we go. Sounds delightful. Thanks, Blake. Have a good vacation.
All right. Thanks, Harry. Good to see you.